Today I'm using the newest release from House of Mammoth, and that's Embrace, coming right up. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So glad you could stop in today. For the shave, we're using a few things that are new to the den. First up, for the shave soap and the aftershave, we're going to go with House of Mammoth Embrace. And here you have the soap in the current tusk base, as well as the matching post-shave product, which is the Mammoth Magic, which is kind of like a more liquidy aftershave balm. Very nice stuff, really like this product. So seeing as how this is my first go with Embrace, let's take a quick look under the cap here. You can see the fresh pour like so, fairly light colored soap. Scent strength, I would say it's about a medium, a 5 out of 10. It smells very nice. It's a very warm and inviting scent. I would say I kind of get some berries, some woodiness, and maybe some floral notes. This leans, I think, maybe more towards a cold weather type scent, but I don't think, given the medium scent strength and in general the scent strength of Mammoth, the soaps from Mammoth, this I don't think will be overpowering necessarily, even in warmer weather. But that's something we're going to try to figure out today. And for the razor, this is a recent acquisition that actually I got from fellow YouTuber IMCDB. He was selling this beautiful timeless titanium razor, and it came with both the 0.68 and the 0.95 base plates. So I've done one shave with this guy on the 0.68 base, and today I'll be using for the first time the 0.95. A quick look at the razor here. Very shiny, so this is the polished version. I actually really like the feel of this handle. And for the razor head, in general, there's no markings on the underside of the razor head, but to find out which plate you're using, it's right here on the side. And I think this is the first time I think I've come across this. I don't know if it's showing, but it says TI 0.95. And actually on the very bottom of the handle, you'll see the Timeless logo right there. Having trouble focusing on the item today, that's okay. But those are the major markings. I like it, it's subtle, but it tells you what you got. So really looking forward to using this today. And for the brush, I'm going with this brush handle from Dogwood Handcrafts, and this is loaded with a Declaration Grooming B8 Badger knot. If you'd like to help the channel, please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. These are all easy ways to support and grow the channel if you're enjoying what you're watching. I'd also like to invite you all to come check out the new Lather Talk Discord server. It's a great place to chat and hang out with your fellow wet shaving enthusiasts. Alright, so we've got the brush loaded here. I'm working with 3 days worth of beard growth. I did quite a heavy load here, and there was a lot of this proto lather to go around. It's almost like I smeared some shaving cream on top of whatever lather I'm going to produce here from the brush. So that's okay. For 3-pass shave, I probably have plenty of soap going on here. But let's talk a little bit more about House of Mammoth Embrace. Although I purchased this set with my own money, I did get to preview an early iteration of the scent from Ben over at Mammoth. He was kind enough to send that. And I forget what version it was. It went through quite a few iterations, but the one I got, I really fell in love with it. I thought in particularly it complemented the cool weather. I'm really getting some like kind of dark fruits. Red fruits maybe might be the better term. Like berries. That kind of thing going on. But, well, let me tell you what the official scent notes are first, before I forget. So the scent notes in this one are pink pepper, cardamom, coffee, berry, guaiac wood, labdanum, patchouli, and a variety of musks. And I think on paper, it definitely sounds like a darker scent. So my nose getting the berries. I'm glad that's on point, but there is that coffee in here, and it's not. A lot of times when we're talking about coffee scents, at least in the world of shaving, people are always wondering: is it like coffee with cream and sugar, or is it more of a drier, darker black coffee? And this one, I would say it's more of that. The vibe I'm getting more is that roasted coffee bean. And it's kind of playing and pulling together the other notes of this scent here. And you're seeing, I think, cardamom more and more. I usually really enjoy that note. It does lend to, there's a little bit of a gourmand vibe given coffee, cardamom, berry. But I think some of those, the base notes in the foundation really is anchoring it down. And I don't know, it's really enjoyable. I would say probably is within, this might be within my top 3, maybe top 5 of the mammoth scents I've experienced. Like 1 and 2 still are Mood Indigo and Hyuga. But this might be, this might have edged out like Almond Leather and Funny Valentine. So yeah, let's say this is my 3rd favorite. And something I definitely wouldn't mind a fragrance or eau de parfum of in my collection. And as I expected, I am having to add a lot of water to this. The tusk base is on the softer side. I mean, very similar to some of my other favorites. Barrister Man, the soft heart base, Declaration Milksteak. Those are ones that I use a lot, and all lean softer. This one actually is getting a little bit of a stringiness to it, like that marshmallow fluff you kind of see in Barrister Man Reserve base. But if I don't keep adding water, this is gonna dry out. So we're gonna get a little messy. All right, so the lather is finally ready. I had to add a lot of water because I went with such a heavy load. That's okay. It's looking good. And I forgot to mention that we have the razor loaded with the Gillette Silver Blue Blade on its 2nd shave. Again, this is the Timeless Titanium 0.95. So here we go. And I can still see some of the stringiness from the lather down here. All right, so here's a telltale sign. As I'm trying to rinse the razor, and you can see it's kind of stuck, lather stuck in the channels. I definitely need to add even more water than I have, but let me try to knock this out. We'll just keep going with this pass because I can further hydrate the lather when we go for the 2nd pass, but I don't want to waste too much time. As I'm getting more of this scent, it really has a passing resemblance to one of my favorites from last year, and that's Paganini's Violin from Barrister Man. I absolutely love that scent. This, I would say, is definitely stronger than Paganini's. That was a very subtle but very enjoyable scent. But it must be something about that the berries and the musk, which were also present. I think there's like a light strawberry note in Paganini's. It definitely reminds me of it in a very good way. Now, as far as the razor goes, as I mentioned, I use the 0.68 base plate. Ooh. Well, I just nicked myself a little bit. Right here. Yep. It's not bleeding yet, but you might see that in a little bit on my chin. As I was saying, I use the 0.68 base plate prior. And I would say there, although not crazy blade gap, there was medium blade feel on that one. You can see where, right there. But I would say similarly, not too much more. Even though it's a bigger blade gap in the 0.95, it's definitely more efficient. You saw me just catch myself right now. And that being said, the blade exposure is more, but the blade feel is about the same. So, I actually got myself good. It was a bigger scratch than I thought. Better keep going. It's not a deep cut, but you'll have to forgive me if for the remainder of the shave, I'm tending to my gash here on my chin. Going in, having used the 0.68, I knew I should be careful with the 0.95, but it is the evening and I'm a bit tired, so might just be a little sloppy. But anyway, first pass is done. I think it removed the hair very efficiently. I'm really loving the scent the more I get. So let me rinse off, lather up for the second pass, and I'll come right back. All right, so as I was rinsing up, I did notice the cut is actually bigger than I thought. And it's not as shallow as I thought either. It's enough where even just rinsing with water, it's stinging a little bit. So, I don't know, with a 0.95, this might be, it's probably more, as far as both blade feel and blade gap, by more than I prefer. But we'll stick to at least a 2-pass shave. The efficiency is here, so I think I'll get the job done. But given this little flesh wound I got today, I don't want to prolong this. All right, so we've got the lather applied for the second pass. One other thing I forgot to mention is I'm having a heck of a hard time cleaning out the channel. You can see that it's stuck there. It's pretty unique, this design, compared to other razors. I do know that Timeless also has a slim head, because this head is a bit, it's larger, but it's not, it's not uncomfortable to use, besides obviously sharpness. But that being said, yeah, so some lather is stuck in there. Well, once I disassemble the razor, I'll be able to clean it more thoroughly. But I'd love to know, for folks who use Timeless, the standard head, whether it's titanium or other material, let me know if you also have trouble kind of thoroughly rinsing this out between passes. I might have been underplaying the blade feel on this, or maybe it's just more pronounced in this against the grain pass. Quite a bit of audio feedback too I'm getting right now. I'm sticking with this razor for a week's worth of shaves, but I think it's safe to say I'm going to stick with the 0.68 base plate. I found that one plenty efficient. I know people want to compare blade gaps between razors, but there's multiple factors that go into the design, blade exposure, whether or not, there's a lot of blade feel or if it's trying to hide it. This is definitely, for folks with coarser beard hair or just want more efficiency, because that's what they like. I know that people love this 0.95 head. It might just be a little overkill for me. Another thing I will say is that as far as double-edged shaped razors go, and as far as titanium razors go, I think I've been spoiled by the Blackbird Titanium, which is still my current GOAT razor. Because I will say that that one brings efficiency with smoothness and minimal blade feel, which is my preference. But I'm trying my best to judge this razor on its own merits. I think, especially given I had 3 days worth of beard growth, I wanted to give the 0.95 base plate a good enough, kind of testing grounds to use it. So it's quite a close shave. I'll continue checking as I rinse off, but I think that'll be it for the shave itself. But let's go check out the post shave when I come back. All right. So first off, I'm not gonna lie. In rinsing off this second pass, not just the cut, but other parts, especially the more sensitive neck area, feels a bit raw. So for sure, this thing is bringing the efficiency, and I don't think I was pressing in too hard, but it's totally possible because the titanium razor is a lighter weight, and maybe I'm just overcompensating for the lighter weight. Anyway, this Mammoth Magic, the Balm, with the Embrace scent, should really help as far as soothing the skin goes. And I might have done a little too much here, but it's interesting how I picked out the elements of the shave here for today, and the original plan was to primarily talk about the Embrace scent, which is awesome. Really nice. Really enjoyable. I'm getting a little bit more of that coffee here in the post shave. I also have way too much product because I put out my hands and it's still there. It's okay. My elbows and whatnot need some moisture. But as I was saying, you can pick out all the elements of the shave, but there's still unknown quantities that can happen during the course of the shave. So I really didn't expect, such a rough go with the 0.95, because I did, off camera with the 0.68, really were no problems. But I think if I were to try to get one more shave, which I would like to, it doesn't have to be like this week of shaves, but if I were to give the 0.95 another go, I would definitely go with a smoother blade, or rather something not particularly known for its sharpness. I'd say Astra SP. It's what I usually pair in more aggressive razors. That's the way it goes, and you can see here, I can certainly, between this video and the previous video, which was a straight razor shave, there are things I'm still learning, things I'm learning not to do, like use too many new products at the same time. But it's okay. Hopefully, when I learn something, you guys can learn something, and we're all in this together. So, in wrapping things up, Embrace is really, really love this scent. I said before, it's something I'd love to pick up the fragrance for. That's how much I'm enjoying this. So the notes that I listed sound interesting. I don't think this is going to be overbearing for warmer weather. I'm not sure if I'm going to reach for it on like a hot summer day, but pretty much fall, winter, spring, I think this will do just fine. Scent strength is, I think, spot on as well. You're enjoying the scent. It's not, for my nose, it's not too light, and I think it's just a really, really wonderful scent experience. Well, that's going to do it for today, guys. I need to go get some rest for my face, put some Neosporin on this cut so that hopefully this will start healing or be healed the next time you see me in the next video. But I do want to thank you guys so much for your support, for joining me for the shave today. Hopefully you found the information on the scent and the razor useful. But I want to wish you guys a great day, and I hope to catch you next time. Take care.